What's going on? It's your boy, the Wise. Welcome back to Vader's Lair. It's time for episode 4 of Star Wars Andor. And guys, I am hyped. Let's go! Because I'm super excited for tonight's episode. I'm already got Disney Plus up. I'm freaking ready to go. I have my coffee. I'm hyped, man. Star Wars is lit. It's back. It's time for some Star Wars Andor. Let's get it going. Did it. Welcome back to the lair, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic night. For those of you staying up, if you're watching on the replay, I hope you're doing well too. But let's get it going, man. I cannot wait for this episode. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 were freaking dope, man. I really enjoyed them, personally. I know it's a very different speed of Star Wars and kind of a different Star Wars story in general. But I'm really here for the ride, and I think while the first 3 episodes maybe could have been a little slower, or really kind of just were a slow burn that was really starting the origins of Cassian Andor. I think the thing to remember is that this is a 12 episode season and a 24 episode story overall that's going to be spanning 2 seasons. And I think there's some excitement to be had knowing that after those first 3 episodes, they're really getting us introduced to the story. It's time in episode 4 to really break out for Andor and for him to really see the expanded galaxy and universe at large that is Star Wars. So tonight I'm really thinking that we could get some Mon Mothma. I think we could be going to Coruscant. I'm not really sure. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. As a Star Wars fan, there's a lot of good stuff in this show, and I'm hyped to see what episode 4 of the Andor show brings for us. So how we feeling in the chat? Good to see you guys here. Luis Escalante, Dale Erdman, the absolute OG GOAT, Tim himself, Shanks HOA. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Much love to you. Good to see you here. Rerum Trading, good to see you as well. Saw some people earlier in the chat. Spartan Joker, good to have you here, my friend. Jedi Mike, Don Clotterman, absolute OGs of the channel. And then I think I saw Callisto, good to see you here as well. And Lord Vito, much love, my homie. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic night. And I hope you're freaking ready for some Andor and ready for some Star Wars, because you know your boy Sheevens. Moth Mommy, here we go. What up, Steve Staranka? I hope you're doing well, brother. I'm excited to find out how Stellan's character knew about Andor, says Callisto. So, Stellan's character has been really, really intriguing to me. Luthen Rael. I think he's going to be kind of the focus of mainly the next 3 episodes. I think he's going to be in a lot more than that, but mainly these next 3. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him going to either Mon Mothma now that he's kind of met up with Andor, or potentially Saw Gerrera as well. There is a scene in one of the trailers where it looked like Saw and Luthen Rael were having a conversation, and I would love to see that. I would love to see the fact like Luthen could be interacting with both Saw Gerrera and Mon Mothma, Moth Mama. And I'm excited to see him kind of interacting with both sides of the rebellion, the extremist kind of side that becomes Saw Gerrera and his partisans and everybody, and then of course the side of Mon Mothma and the rebellion that she ends up leading as well. Definitely interesting to see like the dynamic of all of those characters just a year before the Star Wars Rebels shows kind of begins, when really a lot of stuff is about to be going down. I think throughout the next 9 episodes of Andor here, it really is the beginning of a revolution in Star Wars with the Andor show, man. It's about to be a friggin' ride. I'm here for it. Long live Moth Mama. Ashton, good to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Appreciate you. Shanks says, could his character be a former Jedi Master? Are you talking about Luthen Rael? That would be very, very interesting. A lot of people have been talking about the fact that he had kind of a Beskar lightsaber kind of a thing, where like retracted. Shout out to Star Wars Obsession, because he was the one that kind of made me aware of that. But I don't know, I think his ship could be the lightsaber ship that I've been kind of hyping up. I don't know if he's a former Jedi, but he could be affiliated. Maybe he's a collector of some kind. That's kind of what I'm thinking. He seems to have money. He seems to have kind of power. And he seems to be done with the Empire. Looked like a vibroblade. It kind of did. It kind of did, Shanks. Spartan Joker says, peep the new pick, Jedi Mike. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good. Jared Dyer, good to see you in the chat. Everybody go check out Vader's Lair Discord while we're waiting for this episode to drop. And let me know what you're thinking about episode 4 and what you want to see. Luis Escalante, good to see you. He says, if he's force sensitive, I never saw it coming. Me neither, really. I don't expect Luthen Rael, Stellan Skarsgård's character, to be force sensitive, but he could be. I'm not putting it past him. I'm open to everything, man. I'm just do it. It's a good time to freaking be a Star Wars fan, man. You know, I'm really excited every time Star Wars drops. It's a privilege to me to get new Star Wars, because you know I talk about it all the time. One time I thought we never would. After seeing Revenge of the Sith as a kid, I thought there would be no more Star Wars. You know, my parents told me, I think that's it, unless his kids or George's kids eventually do something with it or something, you know. That we didn't know. And now to have Star Wars coming out every week, every couple of months, or even more so now with everything that's going to be coming in the rest of the year, and then next year, definitely next year, is going to be lit. So it's awesome to have Star Wars. It's freaking dope to have the Andor series, something that's so new, kind of getting that spy thriller aspect in Star Wars. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Tim says, honestly, this is just a show where I don't really have theories. I just enjoy watching everything unfold. I feel so far it's definitely been a blast, kind of going along with the ride. So with the flashbacks in episodes 1 through 3, I think we could be revisiting some more of them. And to be honest, I really enjoyed the flashbacks that we've gotten so far. I think it really fits the story and narrative to kind of fill how Andor kind of was taken away from his sister. And I think now that he's kind of going into the rebellion, he's still going to be looking for his sister. That's kind of what got him into this whole mess in the first place, was him looking for his sister. So I'm excited to see kind of more of that unfold, to see more of his flashbacks and his story, more of what happened to Ferrix and his family potentially. And like, we could be done with those flashbacks at this point. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm open to those. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get some flashbacks of Luthen. We talked about that in our preview video, or our preview stream a little bit earlier. I would love to get some more context into who Luthen Rael is. Maybe him and Mon Mothma having conversations kind of earlier on. And of course, we did find out that the flashbacks that we had initially got of Cassian as a kid took place before the Clone Wars had even started. So maybe we're gonna get some more flashbacks filling out the story of what kind of was going on during the Clone Wars for him, and kind of why he's been in this fight for so long, since he was 6 years old. You know what I mean? Jedi Mike says, Vader's Lair like Bad Batch watch parties. This is a cool shift for Team Sheev. Now Andor friends from the Dawn Tower are here. Much love from to everybody from the Den of Nerds. If you guys are in the chat and you're supporters of Den of Nerds that usually go watch Josh's stuff, and you're here to watch me, I appreciate everybody here watching me. Much love to you guys. Thank you for being here tonight, and I hope you enjoy yourselves some Star Wars Andor, because you know that your boy Sheep's about to. Hey, much love to you, Callisto. Super happy to have you here. I saw your message earlier talking about how you thought episodes 1 and 2 were a little bit slower. I kind of understand what you mean, but episode 3 definitely hit the mark for you. I think that this episode might be one that you truly enjoy then, because I think it's gonna break out right from the start. I wouldn't be surprised if episode 4 kind of picks up right where episode 3 left off, with Andor and Luthen kind of taking off. I wouldn't be surprised if we get kind of a space battle maybe with them. Maybe not, but I wouldn't be surprised. The fact that Premor is probably on their tail, stuff could be going down, man. Tim says, only thing I have a feeling about is that Luthen is going to have a tragic ending. You're not wrong there, buddy. I definitely agree with you 100%, my best friend. Tim, I agree with that. I think Luthen is definitely in for a tragic end. I don't know if it's going to be by episode 6, which would be kind of the midway point of the season, but definitely by the end of season 1. Wouldn't be surprised if Luthen Rael gets the 4 minutes. Let's go, bro. Yeah, the episode is definitely dropping probably within the next 10 minutes. So if you're hanging out in the chat, keep your eyes peeled. I definitely got my Disney Plus up. I'm ready. I'm ready. Do it. Drop the episode. Tragic but badass, I hope. Jared Dyer, I think so. I mean, if he's anything like Andor, he's definitely gonna have quite the badass ending. Definitely Luthen is going down hard. Yeah, Shanks. I think we're all on the same page here. Luthen seems like a pretty dope character, and Spartan Joker, yes, give us more Bix. I don't think we're actually gonna see more Bix tonight in particular, but definitely more Bix is probably coming along the way. I wouldn't even doubt if now that her lover boy is gone. You know, shout out to Tim with 2 M's. The rat from episodes 1, 2, and 3. But now that he's gone and out of the picture, I wouldn't be surprised if she starts helping in the fight or gets recruited by Luthen as well. She seems to know him pretty well. And to your point earlier, Callisto, I think that could be Bix could be kind of how Luthen knew about her. Andor talked about in the first couple of episodes, you know, your contact wanted to meet me. Your contact wanted to meet me. Well, this is the contact. How he knew about Andor, it was probably from word of mouth from her, and the fact he stole an N9 or whatever that little box thing was. I missed that laugh. I was dying about Tim. Bro. Tim with 2 M's. Fake. Casting gonna slide in them DMs. He definitely is. He's gonna be like, what's good, Bix? How you been? Definitely. Or the other way. I wouldn't be surprised if Bix makes the first move. We've already seen how Cassian even says to Tim with 2 M's, you know, she's stronger than both of us. So, you know, strong women. It's kind of my style. She'll probably be the one to make the first move. There's only room for one Tim. That's facts. That's facts. We already have one Tim, and that's the GOAT. So if you're gonna be fake, if you're trying to be acrylic, we only want the real. Callisto says, if you think about it, the pursuit of Andor only happened because of the officer wouldn't let it go. Yeah, Andor was on the edge from the beginning. I wonder if it's hinting that he's had a second sense about danger. I think you're on the right track. Callisto. In a way, I think it's more pointing to the fact that Andor has never really had a say in what happens in his life. Hear me out, but the dude as a kid is taken by people because a war is about to break out. Most likely. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there with the separatist badges and stuff from the people that crashed in the flashbacks. But it seems like it's pre-galactic civil war, basically. Galactic, you know, Clone Wars. And now we're kind of diving into a time period where he didn't have a choice in that, and now he doesn't have a choice in being brought into the rebellion on what his orders are. He's just going to end up blindly following orders, which is his whole problem when we get to Rogue One, is he blindly follows orders so much, and he's so willing to do whatever the rebellion asks him, that he never thinks about what he would want to do, or like, you know, he does all these terrible things in the name of the rebellion, and then he finally has the choice in Rogue One. He finally has the choice to do something and stand up for what he believes in, which is how he ends up sacrificing himself on the battle of Scarif, basically. But yeah, I definitely think that it's all because the officer wouldn't let it go, to your point, Callisto, and Andor was definitely on the edge from the beginning, and you know, he's just doing what he has to do to survive, and that's kind of how he got drawn into all of this. Dina, good to see you in the chat. love you. I love you, baby. No sleep for me indeed. It's out. Okay, it's already up. I'm gonna pull the episode up. Went on a whole little rant and now the episode's up. 50 minutes. Oh yeah, and this episode is titled Aldani. Alright, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna get the timer going and I'm gonna pause the episode at 0 seconds. Let me turn down our music here and let's get it going. Let's do it. Alright. Let me get this pulled up right here. And let us begin in the next 30 seconds. Pull the episode up. Pull it up. Let's get it going. Episode 4 is titled Aldani. It is a total of 49 minutes and 38 seconds. Let us begin Episode 4 of Star Wars Andor in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it. Let's go. Boom. Let's do it. Armed and dangerous. Race Roz, let's go. I'm excited as heck for this one. Let's go. What up, OG? Good to see you in the chat. Just got a tornado warning. Hey, stay safe out there, Steve. Stay safe. Sending you love, brother. Let's go. Lucasfilm Limited. Let's go. I'm at 135. Intense music playing. Let's go. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting this is how it starts. And they do a slightly different intro song each time. I kind of like it. At least it sounds slightly different. It sounds a little more upbeat this, or like, you know, pumped up, like stuff's about to go down. Aldani, I caught it a couple times already. Let's figure it out. I'm not sure. It could be a planet, a person maybe. Definitely love that intro music, dude. Luthen's ship is sick. Calculating for Aldani. It's Andor, baby. What up, Mateo? Kendall, what up? Hope you're doing well. Definitely great music. This show has had some fantastic music so far. You're bleeding on my floor. Definitely. Shanks, same. Luthen's ship definitely reminds me of Starkillers. Alright, pause, because I freaking love that all the drinks, and don't actually pause, but I love that all the drinks are called Nog. Rev Nog, Med Nog. Give me some eggnog, you know what I mean? 'Tis the season. Pfft. There's an idea. Most likely Corellian. Hella nog. Facts, Roz. Spotcha. Mothnog. Hey, there you go. Moth Mama Nog. Who is Luthen Real? Mimban. Dang. Damn. Shots fired. Damn. How does he know all this, says Callisto, right? I love how gritty this show has been. We got a shit drop last week, an ass drop this week. Pfft. Wait until Star Wars drops an F-bomb. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, Savage Andor indeed. Definitely great dialogue, Callisto. I'm loving this scene. Coruscant! Let's go! Let's go! Capital of the galaxy. Bro, it has been so long since we got a good look at Coruscant in live action. Almost looks like New York there. Damn. Let's go! The Imperial Security Bureau, also known as the ISB. Dude, this is dope. I don't think we've ever seen the headquarters of the ISB. Ryloth? Ooh. Oh man, this is kind of interesting, man. Interesting. So this is how the ISB kind of views themselves, or at least the upper people. Yes, he said Arvala 6 a number of times. I was thinking the same thing, Don. I just can't remember what planet that is. He does seem like he could be a Thrawn disciple, potentially. He kind of reminds me of Grand Moff Tarkin, really. Ooh. Increase of production shipments going to Scarif. There's our first little nod at the not just the Empire's like big plan, but the Death Star. I like this guy. I'm intrigued. That was a really cool scene too. I'm loving this episode so far. Clem's his adopted father's name as well. I'm wondering if we ever get to see a young Moff Gideon. Dude, a young Moff Gideon would be sick. Bro, what? Said no Easter eggs? Nah, trust me, there's definitely going to be a lot of Easter eggs. But the thing about the Easter eggs in this show is they're going to fit the story. They're definitely going to fit the story. Who's this? Ooh, a Kyber crystal. Alright, here's a little bit more about him. Kawadi, blue Kyber. Ricotta? No way, bro. The amount of little Easter eggs in this episode already? Bro. Bro, that was a... They're killing it this episode. I'm loving this. I'm freaking loving this. So many subtleties. This chick looks like a badass. Yeah, this episode is one big Easter egg so far. Or a lot of little Easter eggs. Gotta take notes on this. Grogu was held on Arvala 7? Interesting. These Easter eggs are awesome. Not right in your face, just the dialogue. It has been. I'm loving it though. There's been a lot. She said, nah, fam. Sheep on the loud keys? Yeah, my bad. Had to take the notes. I'll do them on the quiet keys. He's dead serious, man. He had a little like Joker in him. Look at me. Stormtroopers? Stellan is good. You could definitely hear the seriousness in him, man. I'm liking the Andor shave. He almost looks younger with it. Ooh, back to ISB. Nice. Oh, punishment. This is great. Yikes. He's raising his hand. Yikes. Yikes. Big yikes for Ferrix and everybody in the Morlana system. Yikes. What are the chances we see Callus from Rebels here? Wasn't he an ISB agent around this time? He definitely was an ISB agent around this time. I would love to see Callus pop up. Definitely think he could. I don't know if it'll be right away, but by the time season 2 rolls around, he definitely could be around. His ship's AI voice sounds like K2SO. Interesting. Maybe even Moff Gideon indeed. I'm thinking, you know, with that little shipments to Scarifs thing, Thrawn, Grand Moff Tarkin. Deploy the garrison. I love this friggin' scene right now, man. This planet is dope. He does got a poncho. He kind of like Cal Kestis. Excellent. Good. They misspelled Ferrix. Uh-oh. And the Imperial Security Bureau. Is that the Death Star? Nah. Definitely not. Well, they're orbiting Coruscant. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bro, Lego. Ooh, there's a little bathroom on board. The Highlands are calling. Oh, look. Here's the wig. Okay, so it's not a flashback. It's not a flashback. Okay. Alright. Interesting. So here's his disguise when he goes to Coruscant, or what he looks like. Putting himself into character. That's probably how Stellan Skarsgård really does it, you know. Just gets into character. Gangsta. Already feeling a lot more Star Wars this episode. It definitely feels a lot Star Wars-y. If one were trying to take over. Yeah, now we just need Moth Mommy. I think she's coming now. With him putting that wig on. We got a lot of episode left. Yeah, his other persona indeed. I'm loving learning more about this Luthen character the more and more we go. Wonder when Saw Gerrera is going to show up. Probably in the next two or three episodes. So the first episode, we get the corporate kind of security guards that want to be police. The wannabes. And now we get the real kind of CIA of the Empire, I guess you could say. We'll see, Ashhammer. We'll see. There's still 25 minutes or so. I'm loving this freaking world. Aldhani's cool, man. Uh-oh. I feel like I know this kid. Isn't he in Netflix? Saw Gerrera? Alright. Alright, so I'm wondering if these people are affiliated with Saw potentially. You know, it could be possible Saw Gerrera and Mon Mothma are even kind of working together early on at this point. I think this guy's in Sex Education on Netflix. I don't know. He looks really familiar. Okay, so now we get this scene with the AK. Two new planets. Well, to the show. Coruscant's definitely not a new planet. We had another planet though, right? I can't remember. There's like kind of suspect on him. That wig is way too realistic. You can see the roots. Right? That's what I thought. That's why I thought it was a flashback. I guess in Star Wars the wigs are, you know, top notch. He still has the little bruise on his cheek too. Good observation, Callisto. I only see 5. Where's the 6th, I wonder? Andre, me too. I definitely think the footage is mainly the first 6. We've already seen a lot of it here now in the first 4. Hosnian Prime. Hey, another little name drop. We get a little Star Wars spaceship. Aw, look at poor little what's his name? Seal Karn? Cyril Karn? What a loser. Luthen and Mommy? I'm dead. Are you guys ahead of me? No Mom Mothma spoilers. This definitely looks great. I'm loving the vibes of Coruscant. It's kind of funny that he got sent there. Yo, you don't gotta dunk on Kenobi like that, man. Coruscant definitely looks better here than in Kenobi, but it's, you know, in Kenobi I wasn't even worried about the perfections of Coruscant, but this is detailed as hell. The music is definitely friggin' lit. Oh, Rouse, don't worry about it. I was just joking. Just, you know, dunk on it. You know what I mean? That was hot. Shots fired. Hello there. Is that his mom? Yeah, you deserve that, boy. Interesting. Hey, Tony Gilroy wasn't lying. Mateo, yeah, I think it was Sex Education that guy was in. Oh, it's the kid from the end of the fucking world. Okay, you're right, Ashton. I definitely got it mixed up too. I'm dead. That's how my mom greets me every time, with a slap. I'm dead, Ross. It's really all that matters is your belief in the cause. Bro, why these rebels using little AKs since when we get... There was a lot of people talking about that with the first couple of trailers, and they even, I think, slightly changed them. I don't even know. It's not as AK as you like, but Star Wars has always taken real-life guns and slightly altered them for their props. That's always how it's been. Ooh, was that Mon? Mon Mothma! It's good to see you, Mum! Okay, so he is kind of a collector. Look, there's some Mandalorian armor in the background. The amount of Easter eggs in this episode, man. Interesting. Whoa, 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 that's Starkiller! That's Starkiller! No! That's definitely Starkiller's outfit! Yo, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Oh my god. Y'all. Keep them coming. That's Starkiller. That's with the. It's slightly different with the shoulder thing. They have like Rex's shoulder piece. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. Yo, they walk right by it. Oh my god. What? Damn, just like that. Into a conversation. She's been funding him. Okay. Yikes. They have like carbonite frozen stuff. God, there's got to be so many Easter eggs in this. Spit. Mon Mothma's a savage. Don't take it. Dude, you don't understand, Tim. That's definitely a Starkiller's helmet. Like Mateo said, that is 1 billion jillion percent Starkillers. And it's just showing there. I bet it's Saw she wants to bring in. I would not be surprised by that. It would be a big risk for her, though. Yo, they just keep showing it. They kept showing it. I bet that. Yeah, great point though, Callisto. I can't wait to get more of Mon Mothma too. Oh, the amount of trinkets that dude has. Looking better than ever in this. Yeah, she is. She's stressed though. She's got a lot to deal with on Coruscant. Dude, what a freaking episode so far, man. Many Bothans died to give us this Mon Mothma. Yes, they did. There's number 6. Indeed. Oop, he's pissed. Interesting. So these dudes are all gonna go infiltrate the Empire? Looks like he's already kind of prepared. Interesting. They do not trust nobody. Luthen looks so different, not just with the wig, but with his personality and smiling. He looks a lot different as a character. That's a good ass disguise. You said it, man. Stellan Skarsgård just shows the kind of acting that that dude can do, man. Yeah, to Tim's point. Andor vibes for real. Hey, more Mon Mothma. Let's go. Let's go. Mon Mothma killing it. I think their caution and distrust is healthy. It probably is, Callisto, for them. That's our double agent for the heist. Is that her husband? She's definitely a great character so far. Steve saying, "I'm still shocked by Mon Mothma." y'all are throwing me off with these Moth Mommy stuff. Yikes. Yikes. The relationship is definitely not great right now, it seems like. They might have some different ideals about the Empire, maybe. Slymore? Threw me off there. I read Skymore. That's a football reference for y'all. Now I understand why they're saying her story is going to run parallel to Cassian's. I definitely can see how it could be. She's probably going to get pulled in a lot more like she's already pulled in, though. Chiefs? Yeah, coming from a Raiders fan, Mateo. That is how the rebellion kind of begins. Just some people that are stupid enough to try it. Tim says, I didn't even know I needed Mon Mothma to finally get her time to shine. Right? You invited who? Facts, Steve. The spark of rebellion. This show is just going to keep getting better and better. Best so far, says Andre. Interesting. that's sick. I want to see that. I hope we get to. Dude, Ashton, that's a genius idea. Ashton says, yo, instead of Saw, I bet you she wants to bring in Bale. That would be great. Less hiss. It was my air in the background and it just shut off. This is definitely getting really good. I'm able. Yeah, let's do it. Do it. She's not wrong. The blonde chick is not wrong. Y'all gotta bring in the other ISB guys, because this dude's a dummy. Pockets of fermenting indeed. Fermenting. She's not happy. The show does look freaking cool, man. And I'm loving the lore they're adding. Following the ISB agents in this. The freaking amount of Easter eggs in this episode. Star Killer. I started making that helmet and never finished. I think Tony Gilroy says he's never spent that much time on a project before. I bet, man. There's a lot of freaking detail. Yeah, definitely got to finish that helmet after that. I have a piece right here. There's a lot of printing to do. It was definitely a complicated print, and that's why I just kind of stopped. And that's the end of the episode. Dude. Well, I definitely liked having 3 last week. I'll tell you that much. Dude, wow. Let me know down in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10 what you guys thought of Cassian Andor, the Star Wars Andor show. What did you guys think of episode 4? For me, that was a solid 9 out of 10. Definitely showing us a little bit more of what we're kind of opening up to here with the Rebellion. Getting a really cool scene with Mon Mothma and Luthen Rael, where we kind of see how she's funding early parts of the Rebellion. Andor is kind of getting integrated into this group of partisans, and early Rebels, kind of the 5 years before all of this is about to go down in Rogue One. It's dope, man. It's dope. I'm really loving the freaking vibes that we're getting. I love that the ISB was kind of more involved, like getting away from those security dudes. Like, first of all, the fact that security dudes are kind of being kicked out because of all that big mess in the first 3 episodes, that's bad news for all the people of Ferrix. Bad news for Marva, Andor, and potentially Bix. Everybody that's on Ferrix is going to have to deal with the ISB and Empire now, instead of just that annoying little security guard group that they could handle. Now Andor's whole big mess is going to end up bringing a whole big mess to everybody that he loves and cares about. That's pretty wild in its first place. Callisto says, I agree, 9 out of 10. It's showcasing the complexities and dangers of merely doing one operation. And Andor's going to have to do a whole lot. OG says, really, really good episode. Only complaint is that I can't watch another one right now. Me too, man. Another. Damn it. Another. We need another. I need more. We must have more Andor. I'm freaking loving this show, man. That was a really freaking fun episode. I think the 3 biggest things that popped out to me, of course, the Starkiller whole helmet and like setup and getup, like that's definitely Starkiller's helmet. Like I'll pull this up for you guys so you can. I mean, most of you on the channel have already seen it, but let me look. Bro, Starkiller. Ah. That was definitely his freaking suit. Like, look at this. All right, let me pull this up. So there was a little nod to Starkiller. There was a nod to Arvala 7, which is, again, thank you guys for letting me know. That's the planet where Grogu comes from, or where he was stationed on when Mando found him. We also got a little tidbit to shipments to Scarif, which is going to be big. That's going to be big. So the whole shipments to Scarif thing, that kind of takes place obviously we know Scarif is kind of being the home place for the Death Star building being built and everything. All of that's kind of going on in this time period, and a lot of the Empire's resources are being devoted to the Death Star at Scarif. So that's kind of why that whole scene was there with the Imperial Security Bureau and them talking about that. And I really thought it was interesting the stuff we got with the Imperial Security Bureau. How the blonde chick is really like almost a step ahead of the other dude in terms of trying to snip out the rebels, and yet he's like, nah fam, we're not worried about, like, stick to your sector, you know what I mean? Like, that was kind of interesting to me, but it kind of shows the blindness and arrogance of the Empire as well. So pretty freaking cool scene there too. Having a hard time finding a way to pull this up, darn it. I don't know why. Chrome? No, that's not what we want. Here we go. So there's Starkiller. That's what his helmet and everything looks like. It looked a little bit different in the episode, but I mean, you catch my drift. That was homie's helmet. That was his thing. So I don't know, man. I don't know if this confirms it, if it's another little teaser or Easter egg that Starkiller could be coming, but do it, I say. You gotta bring Starkiller into canon, man. Oh man, I can't believe they had that Easter egg in there. That was freaking wild. I definitely didn't expect to see that. Wild. She's 10 steps ahead. You said it, Dale. More and more interesting characters, longer episodes. That's definitely what we need. But no, you're right. It has been getting more and more interesting as we've been going. I'm definitely intrigued with everything we've gotten. Starkiller canon! I don't know about that exactly, but the possibility of him being canon, man. Dude, the amount of stuff in Luthen Rael's room, we're going to be picking apart that for days. I can't wait to see what other Star Wars YouTubers find in there. I can't wait to dig a little deeper and watch it again myself. More. That's right, Roz. Definitely. Ash says, this episode was really cool. I liked it a lot. And all the Easter eggs. Just a slow burn. I kind of wish they dropped 2 episodes a week. I feel you, man. It is going to be a slow burn. We're going to end up wanting more and more every week. But that's kind of the thing. A lot of this is going to be dialogue at times. And kind of setting up the story of what's going on next. Which I'm cool with the spy thriller feel and everything. And I do think there's going to be weeks where stuff is popping off. And like I said, I did think this is going to be one kind of the episode that starts to branch out and get to the larger galaxy. Well, I think we are. I think we're getting to bigger and bigger issues here as we're going on. And we might even eventually get to that issue with the shipments going to Scarif and what the rebels kind of have to figure out about what's going on with all of this stuff the Empire is mining and where all their resources are going. Because, I mean, that's kind of like, people are going to notice that. Mon Mothma's gonna notice that. Ashton says it's Starkiller's helmet, but to be honest, that was another statue just like it in the back, so I think it's just a helmet of soldiers that Starkiller also wore. It could be. Either way, it was a really cool Easter egg for me. And come on, man, make Starkiller canon. They could definitely do it. This one never felt slow to me. It didn't feel that slow to me either. The pacing between Cassian getting dropped off, even the scenes with him talking to Luthen about everything, and Luthen's seriousness in that one scene with the girl and kind of telling her, you're gonna take him in, you're doing this. Look at me. I'm definitely invested. I'm heavily invested in the show, man, and I'm excited for it. 10 out of 10, says Dina. Heck yeah. The dude from the end of the fucking world, pardon my language, but that's what the show is called. I was so shocked to see him in Star Wars. I actually really like that show on Netflix. So it was kind of funny. Excited for next week. Me too, OG. Me flipping too. As Roz said, there wasn't even a battle, but we see more good action sequences next week. I think we're getting set up for the battle, and I'm interested to see that whole Eye of Adelon thing. It's pretty interesting. I missed the helmet. I was probably typing something about everything else. Dude, it was there. It was definitely very, very much there. I'm gonna have to make a tweet about it and just, do the whole like click to see spoiler thing, because I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't seen it. But whoa, that excited me. I thought the pacing was great, just kept you in the moment. It really did. So one of the other things that I saw that really stood out to me was the ricotta. They said something about, I believe, when Luthen Rael gave that blue kyber, his necklace, basically, the kyber crystal, when he gave that to Cassian, he said it was about, or something about the ricotta invasion. Now, I'm not a Legends junkie by any means, but I'm pretty sure the ricotta, and let me go to Wikipedia here. Ricotta is kind of like the Legends version of the Grisk, if I'm not mistaken. So the ricotta, also known as the Builders, were an ancient humanoid species with distinctive amphibian features. So they kind of had like fish face kind of looking things. They were a technologically advanced and one of the earliest spacefaring races that developed early in the galactic history, even developing some early hyperdrive technology. So that's definitely probably why Luthen knows him. He seems to be a little bit of a collector, or a historian, if you will. It seems like Luthen Rael might be a historian as like one of his personas. So that might be how he knows the ricotta and everything. But basically, long-term use of the dark side of the Force corrupted the Ricotan society and turned them into a race of merciless warriors. The ricotta used their potent Force-powered technologies and conquer and enslave other species, every other species that they came across. That's pretty wild. During their reign of the Infinite Empire, they were characterized by their cruelty, savagery, and arrogance. So, dude, the fact that we get a canon reference to the Ricotan Empire, bro, I don't even know that much about it, but it excites me. The fact that we could get kind of stories about that, it's just, what the heck, man? Like, what are they putting into this Andor show that, as Louis said, is full of flipping Easter eggs. It's dope. Can we get a round of applause for Moth Mommy? Moth Mommy is fantastic. I loved her as well. One episode of her being in the show, and she's already one of the freaking best characters. I'm excited to get more of her. I definitely think we will. And dude, that dinner party that we're probably getting next week with her and her husband, it's gonna be a tense dinner party. It's gonna be a tense dinner party. I bet we get Bale next episode. Bro, Steve, I would love that. Rian Johnson's trilogy, The Rakatan. Bro, The Rakatan Empire, I'm down. I'm down. I don't think you guys know how serious I am about this. I'm down. I gotta watch this episode again, man. That was freaking wild. Man. The amount of Easter eggs, bro. I can't wait. I almost want to make a breakdown video and just get like watch it again and take notes of every little detail I can find and go see everybody's things. And I'm just excited to see the breakdowns from this. This episode had so many freaking subtleties. I'm sure there's stuff that I missed even. But just the fact that Ricotta, Arvala 7, Scarif, the amount of Easter eggs. Dinner party is definitely going to be spicy. Definitely going to be spicy. Andor episode 4, aka Easter Sunday. Josh going to be back on board. I wouldn't doubt it. I think there's going to be certain things that Josh would be interested in. Not that that's everything. I hope Josh enjoyed it either way. Heck, more than anything, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did. A 9 out of 10 for me. I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for Andor. I'm hooked in. I'm ready to go for the next 8 episodes, and count me in, man. Andor is definitely one of my favorite Star Wars shows that they've come out with so far, and there's just been 4 episodes. Trolla? My brain is short-circuiting, Dawn. Callisto says the ups and downs of the Rakatan Empire is a fascinating piece of lore. You should read up on how it connects to Revan. I definitely need to, indeed. They were around for a long time, though, weren't they? I mean, clearly, if they were the Infinite Empire, but it's pretty wild that we got a Rakatan drop. In canon, I didn't even read the canon information about them. 47th issue. Okay, so we do have some other canon mentions of the Rakatan Empire. There was some stuff about them in the Poe Dameron series of the comics. So there hasn't been too many appearances or mentions of the Rakatans. In fact, Andor again is one of the first that we get in canon. So pretty friggin' hyped. Pretty hyped. A sense of realism makes the fantasy stuff even more impactful. Andre, indeed, I think one of the interesting parts of this episode is that we see Cyril Karn go home to Coruscant and his mom just slap him. And while we all were happy about the slap, you know what I mean, he well deserved. Good job. His mom tried to raise him right. I don't know about that, but seeing just the personableness of these characters and how down to earth and gritty. I mean, again, we're getting bad words dropped here or there every now and again in Star Wars. Like, who would have thought? It definitely feels more down to earth and gritty, though, to your guys' point, and I'm excited by it. The feel of it is amazing. I really wish we would get these 3 episode arcs all at once. That would be hype, dude. 3 episodes a week for this show would be lit. It would only last a month. But I feel you, man. I mean, we are getting an hour, and maybe we're just like, almost too greedy with it, because we're just like, give me more. I want more, and I know I shouldn't. Vader's Lair was the place to be tonight. Big salute, and may the force be with you all. Hey, Roz, I appreciate it. I'm glad you had fun, man. I hope to see you next week. Peace. If you're out of here, much love. every time they add something from the EU, especially Old Republic and pre-Old Republic, they always add more value to Star Wars for me. Me too. And I'm not even a huge Legends or EU fan, but when they do that, it's so cool to me, because they're taking the good stories from the EU really and trying to bring them into canon the best they can, or at least giving nods to them in canon the best they can. And to me, that it goes a long way for the fans that have read that kind of stuff. I mean, not everybody's gonna know about Rakatan stuff, Arvala 7 being the planet that Grogu was on. Heck, a lot of people might not even know what Scarif is. But I mean, people definitely might not know that that helmet is the helmet of Starkiller, that we know, at least. But you know, the subtleties for the people, the hardcores like us that, you know, dive into every little detail like that, like they definitely went above and beyond, especially in this episode. I thought the Rakatan invaded after Vader's death. I guess I was wrong. Well, in canon, we don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were long in the past, like in the past. And the thing about the Rakatans though is they, like I said, I think they've been around for a long time, so it's possible they could have made their triumphant return post Vader in EU as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I think they were actually mostly so like very early on, which if we get some Acolyte kind of nods to the Rakatans, that would be really cool too. Maybe we'll even get it in the KOTOR remake eventually. Sheev the Wise took over for Bad Batch Season 1, and now we're 1,000 plus. Look at the growth. And now, Andor 2. Good. Yes, I am a greedy Star Wars fan too, Steve Stranka. I'm definitely a greedy Star Wars fan too. Man, I can't get enough of this show, man. I gotta get more. I'm really freaking liking it. I want to make videos. I want to dive deep. It's been a fun time. It's been a real freaking fun time. Alright, y'all. It's getting pretty late. If y'all got any questions for me, anything that you thought, or any comments on the episode, put it in the chat. Hopefully we can get some more streams going this weekend. Maybe talk about Andor and a lot of different other things tomorrow. If not, we're also continuing our playthrough of the Battlefront 2 campaign, so go check that out. It kind of has a lot of similar vibes to the Andor show. If you guys have never seen the campaign to Battlefront 2, it has a lot of the similar vibes. It takes place post episode 6, like right after episode 6, so a little bit after this time, but it's definitely interesting. So go check those out if you guys are interested. And if you enjoyed this live stream, make sure to smash the like button, because it really helps us out, and subscribe to the channel to be up to date with all things in Star Wars. And make sure to smash that little bell there, or tickle it, whatever you want to do. Tickle the bell though to get notified every time that we go live or post a new video. Much love to you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Watch that Andor episode again, because I'm about to turn it on. I freaking loved it. About to dive into every little detail once more. Thank you guys for watching with us though, and may the Force be with you always. Peace. Go check out our Discord. Mike Jedi Mike just put it in the chat. Much love to you guys. Peace.